Fixed signs. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. What do you need to do? Taurus, why are you letting your boundaries slip? It's a karmic situation, secrets and hidden enemies. The number 12, those born on the 12th, living or past, date for your diary and address. Massively important in a negative way. Pisces energy. So it may be a Pisces or just the energy. Number 4 is mentioned. Those born on the 12th, living or past, date for your diary and address. Massively important in a negative way. They are taking you for granted. It's time to put your boundaries in and no longer be in limbo. Stop letting people walk all over you. You have to see things for a different light. You're not the victim, you're not the martyr. You don't have to be. I wonder if Martha's watching. Yeah, there's a change coming and it's for the better. An improving situation, massively important. Perhaps the 10th of this month. Anybody born on the 10th, living or past, date for your diary and address. Massively important in a positive way. There could be the birth of a new idea, a new beginning, the birth of a child, someone gets pregnant. There is the dog, the rabbit, the beaver, the fish, the eagle, the robin and the rooster. The years are 1970 plus or minus 12 February to February, 1951 plus or minus 12 February to February, and 1993 plus or minus 12 February to February. There is an apology coming. It's very slow in coming, and there is improving finances and career matters. Communications of all types are coming your way. Very, very, very lucky phase coming. Improving. So you've got to stop letting people walk all over you. You may have to wait for a period of time, but there is improvement coming, so don't worry about it. Could be a person in uniform, could be a person with a limp coming your way. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Maybe someone of a darker complexion. Yeah, you're being spied on, being observed by someone, but don't let them get you down. We're idiots anyway. Number 13 is transformation. Number 49. The fox is an animal totem. Read that, it's important. There's somebody spying, observing. You should step back and observe how others treat you. See people's true colours. Start receiving instead of giving all the time, and see who gives to you. Maybe gifts communications coming your way. Yeah, it's time to get unbound, because when you do, things will change for the better. Unbound. 108. It is time to release old soul stories that have been playing out in your life. They are coming up to be healed. There has never been a safer time to clear these patterns than right now. So take a look at the patterns of your life that you are ready to release. Any ancient vows, contracts or that your soul made that have an expiry date. It could be a vow of silence, of chastity, of poverty. It's time to unwind from them. This is the life in which you free yourself from the trauma of the past lives. What old ways of being have an expiry date, and when you name them, you claim them. They stop holding power over you. When acknowledging these old patterns, it is also important to acknowledge how they have served you up until now. So far, it's kept you in a survival mode. For example, a soul pattern of playing small caused by a soul fear of being seen or sharing your voice. So scared to speak up because it kept you safe. In order to grow, you now need to soften by receiving and calling in support. It's time to unbind from the old ways of being that are no longer sustainable. So look at the card, put your hand on your heart and say, I release all old soul stories, vows, contracts and patterns that no longer align with who I came here to be in the present time. I carry the lessons and growth and gifts but no longer choose to live the same story. I want to be unbound, unbound, forever unbound. So mote it be. Leo, fear has grabbed you and it's stopping you from moving forward into your new beginning. You have very little faith in yourself, refusing to take risks and not believing in your dreams. Worried about the ridicule of others, how it will look to other people. You don't want to look foolish. So you're taking no action. There's no passion here and no action taken. It's time to release that fear. Release the old way of doing things, release the outcome of a situation, release your hold on finances. Stop being so stubborn. 4 years is mentioned. Those born on the 22nd living or past date for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. Yeah, you have to give and receive. So learn to do both. Number 27, massively important. But you need to learn to release and receive. See who gives to you. Exchanging gifts. Don't have to be material things. It could be the gift of freedom, the gift of love, the gift of knowledge. Yeah, because you need to find your soul family, and whilst you're doing what you're doing, you're not doing that. Number 80. It's time to call in your soul family and support team. People who get you on a soul level. People who are the same kind of weird as you. People who are your chosen family. They are coming and they are looking for you. If you haven't found them yet, this is a sign that they are close by. But in order for them to find you and recognise you when they do, it's important that you stop dimming your light and truly let yourself be seen. If you've already found them, then you are being called to let them support you and perhaps also assemble a wider support team. Your support team can consist of all types of people, such as therapists, coach, mentor or healer. Tune into what kind of support you need now and call it in. So whatever support you need to release this situation, claim it now. Scorpio. Feeling stuck, stagnating in a situation, feeling like you can't move forwards. There are waves of this. Sometimes you're feeling like you can move forward, sometimes you feel you can't. You're in stormy waters and you don't want to move forwards. 6 weeks is mentioned. money. Yeah, there's no new beginnings as far as you see it. Your wishes and dreams are not coming true. And maybe a loss of a child or a failed pregnancy. If someone thought they was pregnant, they're not. 9 months is mentioned. You have to be patient. Not everything can happen in your timing. You need to leave 2 dogs behind, possibly those born 1970 plus or minus 12 February to February, and go towards your dream, the divine masculine, the stag, but you have to be patient. So not at this time, the answer is no for now. But it's not saying it won't ever happen, it's saying you have to be patient. They're all minor arcanas, so it's not a big deal, it's just that time heals. 6 weeks is mentioned, 9 months. Yeah, it's a never-ending story because you're overthinking things. You're going through it over and over again in your head. The number 37, it brings a 10, which is an ending. Something has to take its natural course of events. So time to heal is needed. Stop overthinking things. All minor arcanas, so it's nothing massive, but you are going through a transformation, and this is your card, Scorpio energy. Transformation, from one stage of being to another. 106 is mentioned. So transforming from the caterpillar to the butterfly. Things are changing at a cellular level, and you are not who you were a year ago or who you will soon be. You are in between, emerging, half risen, half falling. Keep doing the work because you are transforming. You will look back at this time with awe. So much is happening in your inner world and within yourselves. It's time to release the old way of being that has kept you in fight, flight, freeze mode. To choose a new way of being where trauma is not your driving force. Old childhood patterns are rising to be healed as you allow yourself to observe them and feel them without attachment. They will loosen their grip and fall away. You are being called to find a new way to self-soothe. Saturn and the Black Madonna and African goddess Ocean influence this card. Saturn represents the destruction and transformation. The Black Madonna represents the underground and all that's been cast aside. And Ocean represents the tender love of the original mother. A rethreading is happening. Healing at the deepest of levels. While you're in this phase, don't put too much pressure on yourself to perform. You may need to review your relationship with your body, perhaps even shifting your diet or exercise regime, or getting energetic healing support. You may also need to consider some kind of emotional support, as issues from your childhood may come up to be healed. Remember that you are deeply loved. Look at the card, put your hand on your heart and repeat, I allow myself to receive the deepest healing and transformation for change to happen at a cellular level. So you're going through the healing process. Don't put a time limit on it, be patient, and it all will be well. Aquarius. An emotional or physical passing, a death. You're getting over the grieving process now. 10 weeks is mentioned. You're letting the knives fall out of your back if you feel like you've been stabbed in the back. Healing is taking place. There is an ending. A phase of your life is over. Yeah. You've been juggling, walking on eggshells, trying to make a decision. Perhaps juggling work and family life, perhaps juggling 2 jobs, 2 people, 2 situations, but you're walking a tightrope and walking on eggshells. 2 years is mentioned. Clarity is coming. You are going to cut through the bullshit and get to the point. So we have an ending and a new beginning. Spirit are giving you the gift. You're coming through the maze, finding clarity, cutting through the bullshit and getting to the point. Success will be yours. 1 week, 2 years, 10 weeks is mentioned. Tick tock. Time on the clock is 8 minutes past 10. You're running out of time. Number 30 is abundance. So this is a gift that comes from Spirit, but it's a window of opportunity and you have to take it and grasp it with both hands and move forward. Yeah, and you have to speak up, share your voice. We don't often get this one. 76. You are called to share your voice, perhaps speaking up in a relationship or through writing, speaking, singing, or some other form of creative expression. We each hold a truth deep within us that longs to be expressed. Sculpted for lifetimes, the voice of your soul is like no other. It carries with it wisdom that cannot be gained through soul history and growth. By remembering, tapping into and expressing this unique turn, we are not only healing ourselves, we also heal the planet at large. The Spirit works on sound waves a lot. That's why we have the singing bowl. When you share your voice, you unlock something in the universe that's called the missing piece of your home. Your individual voice is the most powerful sound current on the planet. So like a mother in the nursing home, when all the babies are crying, she tunes into her own child and knows when it cries. If you have kept the soul voice silenced or held back, chanting or singing could be truly life-changing for you. As we shed the lies of our personality and start letting our unique soul speak through us, we discover that we actually have a very clear message that longs to be shared. So crank up the volume on the stereo and sing along. The more we speak, the clearer it gets. There has never been a better time in history than right now to rise up, speak your truth and share your soul voice. If you feel fearful, know that you're not alone and that the world needs your unique tone in order to harmonise. As we each rise up and share our song, we make it easier for the next person to do the same. Express yourself, share your voice, speak to those who can hear you. Speak up for injustice of any kind.